It's Migu! Back with another one. Now we have an unfortunate story today about the watch snatcher, the percolator sniffer, the infamous BloodyHound Lil Jeff, who claims to have 10 bodies to his name and has just started making a name for himself in Chicago. Although he made good music, his mentality was so wild, always beefing with people on live and getting into a lot of trouble in the streets that even Ray Charles could have seen this coming. Many people knew Lil Jeff for being a hothead, explosive individual. Essentially for being a crash-out dummy. As the infamous BloodyHound Lil Jeff was found dead on 66th and Rhodes, which is 1 block away from Trap City's hood, which is on 67th and Champlain, with 15 gunshot wounds and 50 bullets found on the scene. These niggas must have really had it out for him because there was no surviving this. Before we get into how this all happened, BloodyHound Lil Jeff, he had an interesting story and didn't even need to be in these situations, but with the way he was moving and the lifestyle he was living caught up to him real quick, as he was only in the streets for 3 to 4 years before being killed. Lil Jeff was from the east side of Chicago in Drill City, which is on 79th of Merlin, and has 2 brothers, with the eldest being Jay Boogie, who was a well-known Chicago member from Chris World on 66th Street, who recently got arrested last week on a gun charge and won't be out until 2027, where he will likely join Bloodhound. Jay Boogie jumped off the porch from a kid and was the one who really showed Lil Jeff about the game. However, Lil Jeff didn't actually end up getting in the streets until 18 years old, which is very late, but how he came into this shit was different, as he adapted quick when jumping off the porch and became one of the most feared out the younger niggas in the rack. Before he jumped off the porch, he played basketball at a high level, however didn't end up taking it anywhere, and instead jumped into the streets. He jumped off the porch late, but was never new to what was going on, as like I mentioned, his brother was Jay Boogie, so Lil Jeff has seen a lot of stuff growing up. Which he did is at the age 14, he had to experience his house being shot up. This is a traumatizing situation, which made it easier for Lil Jeff to be numb to things, experiencing these sort of things from a young age. This made it easier for him to adapt to the stuff that goes on in the streets, jumping off the porch late and all, and within his first year, he allegedly caught a body. He was also very vocal about everything he does in the streets and has made posts about his killings. By the time he was 21, he allegedly caught more than 10 bodies. 2 of the people Lil Jeff allegedly killed goes by the names of Monty and Rob, which used to be Lil Jeff's friends. However, they was BKN, which was a different set, but in cahoots with Bloodhound. As you can see, Lil Jeff was on FaceTime to Monty, and more BKN members smiling and chatting with them as friends, but what always ends up happening when they hear someone is getting money and is not their immediate set. That back door gets opened, and what ended up happening was Monty and Rob would rob Lil Jeff and flex with the watches and chain they took off him. Lil Jeff wasn't going for this, with the 2 being pronounced dead a couple months later, although it may have not have been him. Jeff claimed it, so it was definitely Bloodhound members who got back. He then goes to drop a song about this situation where you can clearly hear him disrespect Monty and Rob.
Monty.
Them niggas did what they did and had to pay the consequences. How about blasting when I'm sliding and I be driving that thirsty shit? You would think a nigga about if I told you about what I did. When I speak, it's only facts. He was screaming out when he got hit. Real tough up on the net. Now he on the floor looking like a bitch. Just walked in list with 2 hats. Really stepping on blood, niggas know how I get. He ain't get a chance to run, can't say that he tripped. Bounced off 4 sticks, 2 niggas got hit. I done lost my.
A few months after this, Lil Jeff was live on Instagram saying he's recruiting killers to join his killer school, and if you don't have at least 2 bodies, you can't join.
The shit will start happening, and y'all know this by now. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go. After that one, poof. I came back, poof. I don't live them niggas though. I'm taking niggas to killing school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. For I ain't coming with no. If you ain't got shit, I can't work with no beginners folk. You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minimum. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, cause y'all know why I'm gonna start at 2 minimum. Now I'm just doing it for a tradition. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum, man. 2, you gotta have a minimum of 2. No, anything, you gotta have 2. You gotta have a minimum of 2 of them bitches to come to school. You just gonna sit your dumb ass in this seat, and whatever I say, do it. If you do anything scary, bitch, I'm smoking your ass. Nah, I'm just playing. I'ma have to though, cause now it's like I just thought you was ready and you lied. Now I gotta kill your ass.
With his savage turn up, he was robbing everyone in the hood and around Chicago for their jewelry, really taking over the whole of 79th. His close friend Z Money got killed, who he got tatted on his face, which also turned his savage up, and his name getting more and more feared in the rack. He started moving more reckless, dissing everyone and anyone, sliding, and eventually getting the get back, which is exactly what BloodyHound did, as allegedly a few people died over Z Money. Allegedly, the man who killed Z Money is no longer alive. With it being Lil Jeff or not is not confirmed, but then again, it doesn't matter, as like I said, BloodyHound was the one who got the get back. Him and his right-hand man that goes by the name of Q50 would then go to rob 6,300 Bretto, who was a real money getter from Chicago. They took all his jewelry he had on him, and then posted it on IG Live.
Who just got his ass fucked. That nigga just found me mad. Right there. It wasn't him, but it was his number. I'm gonna show y'all, look.
What bracelet he had on?
It's him right here. Ooh,
Now
I see
1,500
he ain't had none of this shit.
What the bracelet at?
Man, look, we
rolling
exposing this nigga, cuz his ass is
Show
fucking.
that bitch. We got that. We got an AP already, Scone.
I'm having my way in Chicago, Illinois.
Now
This
we got
shit
another rose.
Hey man, give them people their shit back.
Like, fuck them niggas. They shouldn't have been trying to kick it down Atlanta Green. Fucking cornmeal.
Damn.
That's it. $10. $10. It cost him his whole hustle career. Everything he worked hard for. It cost.
On to Lil Jeff's death. The footage shows how it all played out. Let me break down what really happened on the day of Lil Jeff's death. The people in the black car, the one all in black, the one in red is most likely Vert. The one with the white hoodie and the rest I mentioned are all Lil Jeff's homies. The person in yellow shorts is trying to get into a car when Lil Jeff spotted him as they was camping in the car. The car is parked up, so it's not a drive-by. After Lil Jeff spots this guy, he goes all in, chasing him down. His homies, for some reason, didn't go with him as they decided to shoot at the gray car. Lil Jeff hits this guy once in the chest, and then two more people pop out from the alley and shot back at him. He gets hit in the chest 15 times, and he collapsed at the end of the video. Now it doesn't end there. The video is ending, but if you read the scanner, it says the person who was shot 15 times drove to the hospital by his homies. He was pronounced dead there. Now the person in the yellow shorts came to the hospital with his homies with a gunshot wound to the chest. However, he is still alive. Even though the life he lived was leading down this path, I really do feel sorry for his friends and family, as he was a rising star that was growing super quick and would have been able to care of a lot of his peoples with a change of mind. With the way he thought as well, he only cared about him as his people and didn't care about any other beefs going on. So as much of a crash-out dummy he was a very honorable nigga when it came to his peoples, which I highly respect. Apart from that, may he rest in peace, and my condolences go out to his loved ones. Before I head out, I'm going to play the audio from where the police arrived at Lil Jeff's location where he was shot. It's been your boy, Migo. I'm out.
342. I'm hearing loud reports coming from, what's the 71st in, South Chicago.
By how many?
It was over 8.
Alright. Unison 3 and Citywide, 322 was getting loud reports. Just east of 71st in South Chicago. We got 8 rounds, a loud report, 71st in South Chicago in the area. And we got a shot spotter.
324, yeah, we are.
3027, we're getting 8 rounds, 6649 South Roads coming from the street.
10-4.
306 Adam. About 3 blocks away from Bronson.
10-4.
302 10, we got an additional 4 rounds at the same address on roads.
10-4. 10-4. Alright, Unison 3, now we getting several shot spotters. 6649 South Roads, we got 8 rounds. And then we got an additional 4 from the same location. 6649 South Roads. District 3's on set.
320, put it on my box, please.
10-4.
What does that mean?
Where's pinging at 302 Sam? Additional round. Hold on, y'all, he got more.
302 Sam, we're getting 12 rounds, 6639 South Roads.
310. Anybody go in there, be careful, this might be crossfire.
And, yep. Per 310, anybody heading over there to roads, use caution because this may be crossfire, and now we getting a person shot. 6647 South Roads.
Front of the back.
302 Sam, they're all coming from the front.
Oh, 6 Sam, do a call back for where they're calling the person shot in.
Yeah, they just called back again. All right. They said a male is shot, fires rolling, 6647 South Roads. We'll call them back.
306 Sam, we got multiple casings on 6641 South Roads on the front portion of the sidewalk.
Multiple shell casings, 6641 South Roads, on the front and the sidewalk on the front porch as well. 6641 South Roads.
324.
324.
Put a 7 in the box. Adam John 95709. Car got shot up, nobody shot up. Yes.
Go. Alright, go with that play one more time.
Adam John 95709.
10-4.
306 Adam.
Alright, they saying somebody's doing a self-transport right now. They telling my partner on the phone. We trying to figure out what car took them. 306 Adam.
Yeah, 306 Adam. One of the residents at 6641 says they threw a guy in a car and they're on their way to the hospital. I got some blood drops on 6641.
Did they give a description of the vehicle?
Negative. But I do have a
324.
Oh, y'all cutting each other off. Slow down real quick. 306 Adam, what you got? And then whoever else is next.
306.
Adam John 95709. Vehicle was struck by gunfire.
Yep, I got that already. Did we get a description of what kind of cars they took the victim in so we can try to see if he going to UFC or anything?
We got no description on the vehicle.
Because their backyard is this way. They said they saw a white Nissan Maxima potentially shooting. Don't know if that's a victim or a friend or car. Please call around and see if we got somebody that pops up.
You got it. We sending messages around to the zones now.
Right,
I got your message. You got it.
310.
310.
I'm going to send 33 to UFC to see if somebody pops up over there. That way we can just meet them there.
Got you. We got 33 going to UFC to meet the possible victim there.
13, you can show us over here.
324, you're going to be my paper car.
10-4.
320, put this on my file.
I'm ready. All right, 320, you should see it now, sir.
310, who did you get paper to?
324, ma'am.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem.
Also, do me a favor, hold down 13 and 12 here for crime scene protection. And I believe 314 Adam is, he's touring for more shell casings in the alleys and stuff.
All right, 312 and 13, going to be on the 314, 21 for this shell casing.
Six Adam.
306 Adam.
Yeah, so right after the shot spotter, a silver SUV, possibly a Mazda, it's hard to tell, was driving southbound at a high rate of speed off of roads.
All right, possibly a silver SUV, possibly a Mazda. It was a silver SUV, possibly a Mazda, fled southbound at a high rate of speed off of roads.
324.
324.
Near the station room to see if they can see a white maximum on 6-7 Everhard and see if they have a place for it.
302 Sam.
302 Sam, we're taking a look quick.
All right, white Nissan maximum probably on 6-7 at Everhard. 302 Sam checking the pods. All the threes, let me know when y'all land at UFC. All right, I got 312, 313 on the crime scene. 320, go ahead, ma'am.
320, I'm going to have 322 to block off the street here at Marquette and Road.
All right, block off Marquette and Road. We got 322 blocking off Marquette and Road. Do we need to notify CTA or anything?
Squad, we got a person